My name is Jerome. I'm 40 years old. Have my home base over here in the Netherlands, and basically I've always been a techie guy from home out. My first computer program I wrote when I was 9 years old in BASIC on a Commodore 64. And I've always been the guy that did the tech stuff behind the band and behind the performances when we had to do it ourselves before we got professional. And then one day a friend of mine bought a 3D printer, saved all his money for it, and started printing sunglasses frames that he designed himself. And I think it cost 10,000 euros. But right now they got something special right here. Let's start with the standard one. Over here we have the iFactory3D. We all know that one. It's a pretty famous 3D belt printer, but also we have the Pro version. This one is coming soon and will be unveiled, but they gave me a sneak preview at a few of the differences that we got. First of all, that they showed me is very important. It's a direct drive right here. So your filament goes in without a bowden tube, gets put down on the belt, and you can keep printing. But even more, there's a tiny nozzle camera that will show you what is happening right on the bat. You might be asking yourself, but how do I see the whole belt? Man, there's a second camera right here, which keeps everything in check. So that's the first thing that I really was excited about. The favorite things that I print and how I incorporate 3D printing into my creative life, into my regular life, my home life as well, is basically very broad, because it started out with for instance, the golden ticket printing, but there's more practical things as well. I mean, we have printed mic holders for specific microphones we couldn't get truck mounts for that we use it for. But also I did some projects for a school to teach kids about 3D printing, sustainability, recycling plastic, and not just throwing stuff away and getting new stuff, but see if you could fix it. So from tiny knobs on IKEA window rollers to teaching kids how to make a little Pokemon themselves in Tinkercad and print that, and everything in between. It started with something small and practical, and basically now it's the go-to thing to solve stuff. So that's how I incorporated a lot. And my favorite things to print is basically, next to the technical stuff that solves stuff, is basically stuff that make my daughters and their friends happy, because you can see them be amazed when something basically grows on the platform. If you have your business and you put one of these guys in, they're gonna be reliable just because of only that. But if we look right here, there's a nozzle camera to get you an in-detail view of what's happening on the belt. So you don't even see with a Raspberry Pi camera only on the plate, because there's a second camera. There's one right here at the nozzle to give you a good view if something goes wrong. Furthermore, the Raspberry Pi that already came with the older version has been replaced with a version 4. So that means quicker memory, more capabilities, and more processing power in the Pro version. If you look at the rest of the printer, there's a hyphen rail, or original hyphen rail. This is perfect for the reliability as well, because steadiness will just improve the print quality as every little other single thing that is on this machine. So the first things that I thought was this is great, but you know what is very important for the B2B guys? There's an emergency stop. So if you're not always around to instruct the people that are working with the printer and something might go wrong for whatever reason, there's a big red button you can push, and that big red button will kill everything immediately to guarantee the safety for you and your employees. I think the way that conveyor belt printers change the whole environment in comparison to Cartesian printers is, of course, the series printing, but also some stuff that's coming up, that is the error correction and detection on this part. If my Cartesian printer has an error, and I am lucky enough to have some open source error detection, then I still have to go up to the board and have to kill it, have to scrape it, pluck it off, the little part that's still on my nozzle, and restart the print. In worst case, when it crashed, restart the print and have to re-level my bed. With the conveyor, I can see it being pushed off and restarting the print and going on after the detection, which makes it a lot more convenient if you are in your office and have a hobby running at home, or have it in your office and you're at home at night and see that your farm or factory is not working right. I mean, the combination of the error detection, the belt, and a good repetitive server farm control will make it virtually seamlessly to restart your print. as long as you have filament, of course. And that's, I think, a big thing that will not only change for hobbyists, but also for professionals in the B2B market. And last but not least, if you come in close, there's a Zodiac nozzle right out of the box, so you can start printing with a high quality nozzle on a high quality machine. That's the new Pro version. So as soon as this releases, you better check it out.